As a supervisor, you probably believe wholeheartedly in training associates on customer service principles. But what if I told you that excellent customer service begins way before these training sessions? Yes, excellent customer service can be trained. But in order for the training to be effective, your associates have to be open to it. And they have to have some basic qualities or characteristics, personality traits really, that ensure they're able and willing to interact with your most valuable asset, your customer. You're here today to learn all about hiring with customer service in mind. I'll talk you through everything from writing the job description to analyzing the new employee's performance. So let's start at the beginning. You've got a vacancy in the team, and you know the position will be centered on serving your customers or clients. What's the first thing you'll do? Probably advertise, right? You've got to spread the word, hoping to entice qualified, educated applicants. I highly recommend posting the job in multiple places. Try everything from Craigslist to LinkedIn to professional job boards. Look around your area for some ideas. Often there are chapters of larger national organizations in your backyard. Engaging these groups can help you find the very best your area has to offer. The more applicants you have to choose from, the better odds you'll find the perfect fit. Now, when it comes to writing the job description, clarity is key. I don't recommend including a long list of required qualifications. Instead, focus on attracting the brightest and the best. Explain why your organization is unique and what makes working there interesting, exciting, or stimulating. Too many entities focus on what they need, forgetting that this is a two-way relationship. Sell yourself, your company, and the position to get the best people. Your advertisement should also clearly describe the job. Again, this isn't a list of qualifications. Explain what the new associate's day will look like, covering all the possible responsibilities. Be as specific as possible. For example, if the new associate will handle up to 20 new clients daily, be sure to state that. And again, don't forget you're trying to attract qualified candidates. So be sure to include information about the value of the position. If you attract people who want to be valued in their workplace, you're attracting those who will value their customers. Finally, your advertisement should include what experience and skills are required to be successful. Keep this short and to the point. Be sure to include customer service related skills. Try this line. You must be a people person, comfortable engaging with people of all backgrounds and races. Or this one. We need someone who is eager to help people find a new home, understanding this can be a stressful and challenging time for those individuals. They need compassion, guidance, and professionalism. Next, it's time to brainstorm a list of qualities you'd like to see in your new customer service associate. Consider the best people in your office. What characteristics do they embody? Hiring experts recommend bringing in associates who are loyal, ambitious, problem solvers by nature, who are highly conscientious. You want people who are able to empathize with others and see the other side of difficult situations. Finally, being adaptable and able to exhibit effortless self-control can be invaluable as a customer service representative. You could also simply consider the 3 Ps. Often in customer service, you're looking for people who are positive, patient, and polite. These 3 qualities can go a long way in making and keeping customers happy. After you create the list, narrow it down to the 5 qualities you'd like to focus on throughout the hiring process. Using the list of 5 characteristics, you're going to tailor the hiring process. The goal is to ensure you're asking questions to ascertain whether the candidate truly embodies these qualities. From this list, create your questions to include in the hiring process. Consider each quality and brainstorm ways to evaluate the candidate. For example, imagine loyalty is one of your top 5 qualities. When looking through resumes, do you see a pattern of leaving positions quickly for the next opportunity? Or do you see a pattern of investing in a company before deciding to move on? And during the interview process, does the candidate speak warmly and positively about previous employers? Or do they complain, focusing on what their former bosses didn't do well. Let's look at another example. Let's say patience is a top priority for you, as your organization often deals with residents who tend to complain a lot. During the interview process, ask the associate to rate their ability to be patient on a scale of 1 to 10, and then ask scenario-based questions about patience, including real-life work scenarios as your guide. You could ask this question, for example: can you tell me about a time when you were frustrated with a customer at work? What did you do to remain calm and communicative? I'm going to stop here to talk briefly about the value of scenario-based questions, particularly when hiring for customer service. Asking the prospective hire to describe previous scenarios, including times they felt successful or challenged, can give you great insight into how they'll engage with your customers. If the associate struggles a bit to come up with an example, give them a little guidance. Remember, it's hard to come up with a scenario off the top of your head, so give them a few minutes to think about it, or give them a bit more detail about what you'd like to hear. You can even turn your list of scenario-based questions into a written survey for before, during, or after the official interview. This can make sure you aren't passing up the best associates just because they stumble a little bit when you ask them a scenario-based question. Remember, if customer service is the main job responsibility, make sure all of your questions are geared toward learning more about the skill set the job requires. Don't waste your time with theory or the hot interview questions if they don't relate to the vacancy you're trying to fill. Spend all of your time digging deeper into how your candidate will treat customers and problem solve to address their issues. I also recommend never ending an interview without giving the candidate the opportunity to sit down with another associate. Make sure this other associate is someone you trust, who embodies the characteristics you're looking for, and who has similar responsibilities as the new hire. Ask your associates to prepare a few scenario-based questions for the potential new hire, focused on situations they faced at your workplace. Sometimes job candidates will let their guard down when talking with someone who might become their peer at the office. It's in these times that you get closer to seeing how this person might perform as a new hire. And finally, I recommend giving each new hire formal training in customer service. Even if the new associate has a wealth of experience, this training will ensure they're doing things your way. And always sit down with every new hire about 30 days after their start date, even if this isn't a formal probationary period for your company. You should be particularly observant, focusing on how customers respond to your newest customer service representative. During this 30-day conversation, focus on giving constructive feedback. If the feedback warrants it, develop an action plan with clear steps toward improvement. And if you need to, schedule another meeting to evaluate how your employee has utilized your feedback on the job. Hiring for customer service is an often overlooked piece of the puzzle for customer service, but it's the place you begin from, an essential starting point for creating excellent customer interactions and a strong reputation for your company.